What's up guys, it's Jim with Digital Asset. Today in this video we're going to get you started in Tradingview so you can start trading cryptocurrency like a pro. Plus we're going to look at which Bitcoin chart you should follow because it's kind of confusing. There's a lot of them. Like and subscribe this video if you find it useful, and I'm going to be bringing you tons of goodies pretty soon, so stick around. Alright, so let's check out TradingView. So you're going to go to tradingview.com. I'll leave a link in the description if that's helpful. And so TradingView, what's the deal? TradingView does a lot of stuff, but most importantly, it is the most robust charting software that's available to us crypto traders. They have the most exchanges. There are other options, but most of the pros out there are using TradingView because it's a really, really robust platform. And most importantly to me and other people that are interested in technical analysis, it lets you use lots and lots of different technical indicators, and it lets you make your own technical indicators, which I'll cover in some more videos if you guys are interested, but that's the gist of it. So you come into the site, you're going to hit Launch Chart, which they've made easier now. Now you can just go straight to here and you search the ticker symbol. But either way, they'll probably give you something like the S&P 500. Oh, they gave us the NASDAQ, or they gave us Apple. Okay. And just do yourself a favor and make an account right away. It's going to make things easier. They kind of bug you, and they want you to make an account. And the other thing that's cool about TradingView is they've made it kind of social, so you can actually share charts with other people. You can paper trade, meaning you can trade, fake, on their account, so that it's actually not happening, but just for practice, like this, which we would typically just get rid of. Like I said, you can code your own indicators. Which is really cool. I've done some of that, and very useful. It gives you a list, right, of different tickers that you can follow, and all sorts of stuff that you can ignore. But primarily, what we like about TradingView is that you can chart, you can draw things, you can draw lines, you can draw smiley faces. It's really super cool. That's a really bad one. So let's dig into it. So we want to look at Bitcoin, but how do you find Bitcoin? Do you just, you have the watch list up here, you have this ticker symbol up here, can you type it in here? What do you do? So yeah, up here, double click it, and let's just type in Bitcoin and see what happens. Oh, so you got all sorts of stuff. You got Bitcoin Investment Trust, which is, actually a stock, right? So what's up with that? You see all these other things traded against Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. So what's going on here? First off, this is every asset ever that you're searching, right? So you can look at just stocks. You can look at futures, forex, or foreign exchange. That's just currencies being traded back and forth, like US dollar and the euro. And then we look at cryptocurrency, and here's where we're living. This is what we want. So if we click this, we see the first thing that comes up for Bitcoin is Bitcoin to the dollar. Then you see other things being traded, and this just means Bitcoin is being traded against the dollar. If we go down here, we can see that this is Verge being traded against Bitcoin. So you can already see that there's multiple ways to trade. Look at, now you see Bitcoin traded against the yen from Bitflyer, and that's a huge exchange in Japan, and that's why they're trading against the Japanese yen. And the ticker is BTCJPY. Here on TradingView, they don't put a dash in the middle of it, so it's just the first ticker and then directly into the second ticker with no space and no dash or anything like that. So Bitcoin dollar is what we want, and BTCUSD is what we would see. So you can just type that in. Next time you should type in BTC, and you have a lot of options. And then make it easier, we'll type in BTCUSD, and we'll click the first one that pops up, which is Bitfinex. And I typically chart on Bitfinex. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But here we can see Bitcoin. See, this is why you want to make an account. Super annoying. And I'm showing you guys in incognito mode just because I have so much customization going on that it might be kind of confusing if you're just starting out. But here in TradingView, it's pretty nice. You can grab the chart and move it around. And you'll notice that it'll auto-fit when you do that. And then if you scroll in, it zooms in. So scroll in, you can zoom into this. We want to zoom all the way into here. We can do that, and then zoom back out. We can see the price in US dollars here on the right, and then we can see the date down here. And you might be wondering, well, how do we know what do each of these things mean? And I'm going to discuss that more in the next video, which you should stick around for. But this is the daily time frame. So each one of these candlesticks represents a day. And let's see. Why did we pick Bitcoin US dollar on Bitfinex? Here we can see that Bitcoin is being traded against the US dollar on the daily time frame, D for daily, and then Bitfinex is the exchange that we are trading on. Why did we choose Bitfinex? Okay, if we go to coinmarketcap.com, this is a site you should all be familiar with if you're following cryptocurrency. Whoa, what's going on there? We're going to go to Bitcoin, and we're going to look at all the exchanges, or all the markets that it's being traded on. So we're going to click the Markets tab here. And, oh, that's interesting. Wow. So it's wow. Oh, that's very interesting. So today's, the biggest daily volume was actually not typically Bitfinex. Bitcoin to USD is #1 in volume, but I think right now Bitcoin's a little boring, so people are trading elsewhere. True BTC, that's interesting. Okay, so what does this tell you? Basically, right now OKX has the #1 amount of trading volume, and typically you want to chart on something that's stable and has the most trading volume because it's got more liquidity. I'm going to make a video on that as well. But just remember that typically speaking, you want to be charting on one of these. I typically use Bitfinex because Bitfinex is regularly #1 in volume. Side note, technically BitMEX is #1 in volume, but it is it's a futures exchange. It's a little complicated. Technically, people are trading with borrowed money, so basically, or borrowed Bitcoin. So the trading volume is kind of debatable. But yeah, basically just chart on Bitfinex for the time being. And that's why we do it. In the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit more about candlesticks. If you guys found this video delightful, please feel free to hit subscribe and hit the like button. Leave a question down below if you have any questions.